Hello, fellow travelers. For years, many of us enjoyed the privilege of a US passport. It felt like a golden ticket. Passport stamps and easy entry, last-minute flights to Paris, Rome, no paperwork worries. But rules are changing fast. What worked last year might not work today. A little homework now saves big headaches later. Visas sound intimidating, consulate lines and stacks of papers. But a visa just asks, who's visiting and why? With more travel and security, nations are updating systems. From passport stamps to formal digital pre-authorizations, it's not to stop you, it's to streamline and secure travel. Know the rules for a smooth trip, avoid bureaucratic walls, treat requirements like booking a hotel or learning basic phrases. Being prepared shows respect and gives you control. Missing a new e-visa can mean denied boarding, vacation ruined, avoid it. Let's get informed and travel with confidence. We'll cover what's new, what to do, and what changed from visa-free days. ETIAS for Europe shifts in South America, new opportunities in Asia. Practical, no-nonsense advice so you can focus on the experience. For decades, Americans have enjoyed visa-free travel to most of Europe, specifically the 27 countries in the Schengen area. We could simply show up with our passports and get up to 90 days to explore. Well, friends, that's about to change, but don't panic. Starting in mid-2025, the EU is launching a new system, named ETIAS, the European Travel Information and Authorization System. It's not a visa but a mandatory electronic travel authorization. It pre-screens visitors from visa-exempt countries including the United States. The goal? Strengthen Schengen zone border security. So, what does this mean for your next trip to Italy, France, Spain? Before you go, you'll need to fill out a simple online application. The form asks for your personal details. It asks for passport information, it asks for travel plans, it asks some basic security questions. The process is designed to be quick. Most approvals take minutes. Once approved, ETIAS links electronically to your passport. It will be valid for 3 years, or until your passport expires. You can take multiple short trips without reapplying. The fee is expected to be about €7, around $8. Travelers under 18 may be exempt. Travelers over 70 may be exempt. This replaces the old free, no pre-plan system. Key reminder, do it in advance. Some applications might require manual review and take a few days. Apply at least a week or two before your flight. Don't leave it until the morning of your departure. For a wonderful period, traveling to Brazil was beautifully simple for Americans. In 2019, Brazil waived its tourist visa requirement. US travelers could just hop on a plane and go. Unfortunately, that easy access era has come to an end. Brazil says it's about reciprocity. Citizens affected: United States, Canada, Australia. The rollout was postponed a few times, but as of early 2025, the requirement is firmly in place. That means pre-planning is back. You now need an electronic visa, an e-visa. The process is entirely online. Visit the official Brazilian visa application portal. Fill out the form online. Upload required documents. A digital passport-style photo, a copy of your passport's information page, proof of your flight reservations. The fee is about $81. It's a multi-step process. Submit your application and pay the fee. Wait for processing. Several business days, sometimes longer. Apply at least 2 to 3 weeks before travel. Argentina, the land of tango steak and the breathtaking landscapes of Patagonia, has also adjusted its entry requirements for American travelers. For many years, US citizens had to pay a reciprocity fee online before traveling. This fee was essentially a tit-for-tat charge, mirroring what the US charged Argentinians for a visa. Then for a while this fee was suspended, making travel simpler. Now, the system has evolved once again. While it's not a full-blown visa, Argentina has implemented an electronic travel authorization, known by its Spanish acronym AVE, for certain travelers. For the average American tourist, the key takeaway is not a new application, but a new habit: verification. Don't rely on a blog post from 2 years ago or what your friend did on their trip last year. The best preparation is to get your information directly from the source. Make sure your passport is valid for at least 6 months from your entry date, and double-check the rules a month before you travel, and then again a week before you fly. This simple check-in will ensure you arrive at the airport with confidence. Japan has long been a favorite destination for its unique blend of ancient tradition and futuristic innovation. For American tourists, entry has been straightforward. A simple passport stamp on arrival grants a 90-day visa-free stay. While that policy remains, Japan introduced a new digital nomad visa in early 2024. This is fantastic news for Americans who can work remotely. It opens the door for a much longer stay so you can truly immerse yourself in Japanese culture. The visa is designed for remote workers and their families. To qualify, you must be a citizen of one of 49 eligible countries, including the United States. You also need an annual income of at least 10 million yen, about $64,000. The visa lets you live and work remotely anywhere in Japan for up to 6 months. That's a huge leap from the 90-day tourist limit, which forbids work. The new visa lets you bring your spouse and your children. The application process is more involved than simple tourist entry. You must apply at a Japanese embassy or consulate in the United States before travel. Required documents: proof of remote employment evidence of annual income, tax returns or bank statements, and proof of private health insurance. Thailand, the land of smiles, has always been incredibly welcoming to American travelers, offering a 30-day visa exemption on arrival. This has made it a go-to destination for beach lovers, foodies, cultural explorers. Recognizing the value of long-stay tourism, the Thai government has recently made some exciting changes. In mid-2024, they officially extended the visa-free stay for tourists from many countries, including the United States, from 30 days to a generous 60 days. This gives you more time to explore the country's diverse regions without the hassle of a visa run. This makes planning a longer, more immersive trip much easier and more affordable, saving you both time and the extension fee. For the average American traveler, the most important news is the 60-day visa-free entry. It's a simple, automatic benefit that requires no extra work on your part. Just make sure your passport has at least 6 months of validity and that you have a confirmed onward or return ticket, as airlines are often strict about this. Indonesia, and its most famous island Bali, has long been a magnet for tourists, spiritual seekers, digital nomads. For Americans, the standard entry has been a 30-day visa on arrival, or VOE. You purchase it at the airport for about $35. Indonesia has launched an ambitious Golden Visa program to attract foreign investors and talented individuals. The Golden Visa comes in 2 main flavors. First, investors. $2.5 million investment. 5-year visa, $5 million. 10-year visa, corporate, $25 million option. Corporate, $50 million option. Second, exceptional talent. Tech experts, researchers, health specialists invited by the government, designed to attract the best and brightest. This program is a world away from the simple VOE process it requires, a substantial financial commitment or a specific high-level skill set. The application is complex with legal and financial documentation. New Zealand, with its jaw-dropping scenery and reputation for adventure, has always been high on many travel lists. For a long time, Americans could visit for up to 3 months with just their passport. A few years ago, however, New Zealand introduced a new requirement that all visa waiver travelers, including U.S. citizens, must obtain before their trip. This is the New Zealand Electronic Travel Authority, or NZTA. It's not a visa, but like Europe's ETIAS, it's a mandatory pre-screening authorization that you must have before you can even board your flight. The process for getting an NZTA is straightforward and done entirely online or through a mobile app. You'll need your passport, a credit card, and an email address. The application asks for basic personal and travel details along with some standard security and character questions. You must also pay 2 separate fees at the same time. The NZTA fee itself, which is around 17 to 23 New Zealand dollars, and the International Visitor Conservation and Tourism Levy, or IVL. The IVL costs 35 New Zealand dollars, and the funds are used to help maintain the natural infrastructure and facilities that tourists enjoy. Once approved, your NZTA is valid for multiple visits over a 2-year period. The key is to apply well in advance of your travel. While most NZTA applications are processed quickly, some can take up to 72 hours. I recommend applying the moment you book your flights to avoid any last-minute stress. Remember, airlines will check for your NZTA at check-in, and you will be denied boarding if you don't have one. This is a firm rule with no exceptions at the airport, so it's a critical part of your pre-trip checklist. This system is a permanent change from the old just-show-up policy. It adds an extra step and a cost of about $50 to $60 per person to your travel budget. However, it's a relatively painless digital process, and knowing that part of your fee goes toward preserving New Zealand's beautiful environment can make it feel worthwhile. So, before you plan your journey to Hobbiton or your trek on the Milford Track, make getting your NZTA and paying your IVL the first thing on your to-do list. It's your digital ticket to one of the most beautiful countries on Earth. Well, there you have it. The world of travel is always changing, but that's part of the adventure. As we've seen, Europe, South America, Asia. They're moving toward digital systems to manage visitor flow and to enhance security. For us as travelers, this means we need to be more diligent. The days of assuming our passport is all we need are fading. Verify before you fly. That's the new mindset for 2025 and beyond. It's a small price to pay for the privilege of exploring our world. Recap. Check official entry requirements first. Don't rely on hearsay or old blogs. Go to the embassy or consulate website. Those sites have the most accurate info for US citizens. Do this before you click purchase. A few minutes of research can save major disappointment and financial loss. Checklist. Check your passport expiration. Many countries want 6 months validity. Visit the official embassy website. If ETIAS or NZETA is needed, apply early. Print physical copies of your important documents. Passport, electronic visa approval, flight confirmations, hotel reservations, technology can fail. Paper is reliable. Traveling smart is being prepared, not paranoid. These rules are new logistics, not reasons to fear. Stay informed and handle things ahead of time. Then at the airport, your only decision is window or aisle. Keep exploring, stay curious, do your homework.